Was so powerful. Oh, good, good, good. Tears rolling down my face. Beautiful. This means that you are connecting with that is ready to shift within you. And I believe that if you are watching this, whether you're watching it live or a recording of it, whatever it is, that you are ready to shift this within you. Are we live? We're live! Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Susana Kennedy, and I'm so excited to be with you here today. I've got lovely Anita on Zoom, and I've got people trying to tune in on Instagram. I know that, hello, I can see you guys coming in. Instagram is telling you that I'm here. And it's the second last spiritual medicine session of the year. I know. I'm going to go on holiday, guys. What? It's going to happen. I'm going to take a break and just relax and go on holiday. Who knows? I might check in still on a Wednesday, but I'm not going to do the formal sessions that we've been doing. Hello, Sue. Hello, Mish. Hello, B. Hello, Con. Hello, Boost. Hello, guys. Hi. So lovely to have you here. Please let me know where in the world you are tuning in from. I always love to celebrate our global community. Oh, you see, I don't understand that language. Please speak in English. I'm so sorry. If you speak in English, then I will understand your comments. But please let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I can see Roscoe from Australia. Hello and welcome. Hello, Elliot. Hello, Helen. Hi, everybody. Now, today was quite interesting because I was prepping for this session and I was thinking, what am I going to share with you guys? Denmark, hi, lots of love. Hi, George, lots of love to you too. India, hello, Aman from India. Hi and welcome. New Zealand, wonderful. So many different countries. It really, really does. Mexico, hi, welcome. This is fantastic. I don't know if we've had someone from Mexico. Are you traveling, George? Let me know, but it would be wonderful to know more Australians. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So as you know, we are in a new moon in Aquarius and Sagittarius, sorry, not Aquarius, in Sagittarius. And so there's a whole lot of information that I can share with you around that. But one of the things that has been very much in my sphere of consciousness and very much in my client's sphere of consciousness, something that's been happening a lot, is this whole theme of reflection and shadow work, and as within, so without. But the reflection, this lovely element of reflection. Hello from Amsterdam. And I wanted to really speak to you about that as well. So today's session is going to go a little bit like this. We're going to speak a little bit about the new moon so that you guys know what this energy is and what it brings and what kind of things you can do to work with this lovely energy that is available to us. And then I'm going to speak to you about these themes that have been coming up for me and what you guys can do to work with those, because they're not only coming up for me personally, I'm literally seeing them reflected in all of my clients and then friends and family as well. And so although astrologers and numerologists and all of that are speaking about them to an extent, this is literally a download that is separate from what the planets are telling me, astrologers, but that I believe is important for you guys to understand and know and work with right now. So then I will speak about that, and then I will take you into a spiritual medicine process, which I actually did this process for myself on Sunday, and I couldn't believe the things that came up for me. Beautiful revelations and miracles in perspective. And I want that for you guys as well. And so I'm going to be sharing that with you guys and taking you through a similar process. I never know, because obviously your divine teams might need something a little bit extra that I didn't need, or vice versa. But I've asked that our guides work together to take you through a similar process, because I do believe it will be valuable to you guys. This is a pay what you can session, and because I want to include everyone, I never say it's this much or this much. It's a pay whatever you can session, and whatever you pay is really just to support me and my team to be able to show up for you. And it creates a beautiful energy exchange. And when we create that energy exchange, whatever you put in and whatever I'm giving out is just expanded. And so I thank you to each and every person who does donate. It makes a difference. You are appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anita, you are one of my absolute regulars who donates. And so I just thank you. I see you and I appreciate you. Just want to say. Okay, so for everybody, let's dive into this. At the end of the session, I'll maybe share a little bit on a personal note, but for now, I'm going to really focus on you guys and the information that is going to help you and that you need. So we know that we're in Mercury retrograde. We've spoken about this, and we're in retrograde is connected to Sagittarius. So we're in this Mercury retrograde, and now we've had a new moon in Sagittarius as well. So we've got the double kind of impact of that. And the Mercury retrograde is also squaring Saturn. And what this does is it really asks us to clean up stuff from the past. So if you are experiencing that there are some past things like sneaking up on you and saying hello, it's because of that square in Saturn. It really wants to clean up the old. And you're going to see that this is going to be quite a long drawn out theme for 2025. And the reason why is because it's a 9, and 9 is the year of completion. And when we are completing things, it means that we're literally closing off chapters, we're closing off patterns, we're closing off the things that don't serve us, so that we can imagine the things that do serve us and create space for those things that do serve us. And so I know that I'm going to speak about this in multiple different ways over the next couple of months, but it's because I really want you guys to do this work now, so that it makes the transition so much smoother, and so that when we hit the 2026 energy, you're clear and you've got space, and you can like literally, it's like you can dive right in and all the good stuff can be pouring in. That's also not to say that you're not going to be receiving good stuff at the same time. It's just that you might feel like it's a bit slow. It's that whole feeling of, I want things to happen now, and no, this is not, the next year is not that year. The next year is the year of kind of, it's foundational stuff. It's the slow stuff. So it's not the year of the one, which is like bam, bam, new things, new energy, ding, ding, ding. It's not that. It's the slow, it's the integrated. So my invitation for all of you who are struggling with patience, I suppose, is a good one. If you struggle with patience, this next year is your gift to learn to be really patient and to embrace the patience and to really trust in the divine timing of things. And I know that you guys can feel like, oh no, you've got to be kidding me. But in that, I can feel such a space, and I've actually gotten goosebumps all over my body, for the rediscovery of la dolce fa niente, for the art of doing nothing, right? For really embracing the moments of bliss and slowness. You know, they say the new rich is slow mornings, is hot coffee, reading a book, is like beautiful, delicious time spent with friends, is going for a massage, is having a walk in nature, right? that is the new rich, that is the new wealthy. And so for me, it makes complete sense that we are here exactly where we are right now with this invitation of slowing, of building foundations, of reconnecting to bliss, of reconnecting to quality time versus how much can I pound into an hour, right? Because that is going to allow for the space to create the type of life that we actually want. Because I want to ask you guys right now, and I want you to please, like, say in the comments, I want you, all of you, Wolfie, Dale, Tammy, all of you, Sue, all of you, I want you to say in the comments, Anita, you are included in this. I want you to say in the comments, do you want a life where you go, oh my God, I'm so busy, I just haven't touched sides, but now I'll get to you as soon as I can? Like, is that the life that you want? Or do you want a life where your nervous system is calm and you can go on beautiful walks and you have time to connect with loved ones and the work and the money is flowing, right? So just say flow or busy and let me know, which one do you prefer? Do you want flow or do you want busy? Flow, 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 flow. Exactly, guys. We want flow. And so there's this beautiful mantra that I tell my clients and students to say, the less I work, the more I earn. The less I work, the more I earn. Universe, how is it that the less I work, the more I earn? How did I get that so right, universe? The less I work, the more I earn. Oh, guys, you won't believe it, but the less I work, the more I earn. And it's amazing. It's so great. So this is one of the affirmations that I want you guys to embrace. I want you to embrace really discovering ways of creating passive income. I am telling you that this world is changing so quickly, and with AI doing the things that it is doing, that, you know, it's crazy, but our parents, they worked one job. Like, they got hired when they finished school and then they worked for 40 years or whatever it was until they were 60, and then they retired, and that was it. That was life. Then entrepreneurship started creeping in our parents' generation, right? And some parents were entrepreneurs and a lot of parents were still in that workforce, right? Then our generation came up and it was like a lot more entrepreneurs and some workforce, and it was very, very mixed. Can I tell you what I predict for the future? For our children and our children's children, they're not going to work. They're not going to work, guys. Money is going to be something, a resource that they can make by being clever. And we can already do this now. I'm telling you this because I want you to have a vision for a future that is completely different, right? They are going to have multiple passive streams of income that earn their money, and they are going to create experiences that create bliss state. Bliss state. And they're going to live life, and they're going to fall in love, and they're going to go on adventures. We're moving away from that prison of working, of living to work. And we're going to move to a space where we can live to live. I mean, doesn't that sound delicious? For me, it does, guys. I think it's amazing. Now, that's not to say perfect. Oh, I love it. I know, right? So that is not to say that if your purpose, the work that you do, brings you that bliss, brings you that heartful experience, Yes. And more people will be doing that kind of work. But it's not going to be the kind of work that in the past where you go to work and it's so depressing, you just don't want to be there, right? And more people are going to be able to be in the bliss state of work rather than in the, oh my God, I can't believe I have to go to this and do this again. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for each and every one of you. And so if we take that in mind and we say, okay, 1 year, I've got 1 year, 1 year to build the foundations, to lay these foundations in a way that is truly going to support my liftoff, my takeoff into this new version of me, this new version of my reality that fully supports me living in a bliss state. In a bliss state. What do I need to do in order for that to happen? So there's two questions. What do I need to do in order for that to happen? And number two, what do I need to stop doing to allow the space for that to happen? So those are the two questions I really invite you to look at right now. And I've not repeated any of the notes that I prepared for this session, but I know that this information is what you need to hear, because this is what has been fully in my heart and on my mind and reflected back to me. And I always trust that the universe is giving me the information that I need to integrate myself in order to lead by example, because I will never ask you guys to do something that I'm not prepared to do myself. I have to be prepared to do it myself, and I have to see it as beneficial, right? Otherwise, there's no point in me sharing it with you. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm working with Scott Picken. I know that you guys have seen him now being exposed on my social media, and I've invited you to talks with him. And it's because he's got this passive income challenge, 30-day passive income challenge. And then he's got an investment program that allows you to invest from $10. Now, $10 is about 180 Rand at the moment. So that is 2.5 cups of coffee. Quite literally, right? And so I've been looking at how can I empower my entire community? And I asked the universe, I was like, how do I empower my entire community financially? And I'm looking at multiple ways, guys. So this is just the first one that I'm doing. And this means that literally my Uber driver can invest and start growing their wealth and start growing passive streams of income. It means that my clients that earn millions because they have got companies on the stock exchange can also invest and can invest a whole lot more. But nobody is left out. From there all the way to there, nobody is left out. Why is this so important to me? It's important to me because, first of all, that is me. I don't want to leave anybody out. My heart is we have to bring everyone together. That's why I do these spiritual medicine sessions in the way that I do them. I've got paying clients that pay for courses and one-on-one sessions and coaching and these sorts of things. But this is created so that the people who can't afford my courses and all of that can still be helped, can still be supported, can still find guidance, can still allow themselves to expand love in the way that they can within their world. And why am I focusing on finances? Because I want to shift our relationship to money. I want to shift our relationship to abundance and wealth, because I truly now understand that the more money I have, the more ability I have to expand wealth. And why do I say that? Is because, and I know some of you with, oh, I felt that contraction, guys. Woo! Some of you have disempowering money beliefs that feel like, that's so materialistic, or money is the root of all evil, or whatever it is. Like, you guys can share. Some of you share some of your disempowering beliefs, because I can see that I felt that straight away in the field. Warm regards from Chile, UK. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. But just put some of your disempowering beliefs around money in the chat so that I can see what your beliefs are, so that we can debunk a few of them. But the reality is that the lack of money, the not having money, has caused more suffering than having money. Because when you don't have money, if your child is sick, you cannot get it the medical care that you would like to get it. When you don't have money, you can't feed your family, and it sets you into desperation. When you don't have money, you feel lack. You feel like, but I'd like to go and experience that, but I can't. But I'd like to give that person a sandwich who's sitting on the side of the road because they're hungry, but I can't. But I'd like to do this and this and this, but I can't. So there's a contraction, not an expansion, when you don't have money. The reality about money is money will only expand what you are. If you are a generous, kind person and you have money, it will only expand your ability to be generous and kind. That's what it will do. If you are a measly person who holds on to everything, and you get money, it will only allow you to become more measly and hold on to a whole lot more. Money is neutral. It does not choose sides. It's like the universe, actually. And I just thought about that. It's like the universe. If you say, I always attract bad relationships. The universe doesn't have judgment. It loves you. So if you say, I always attract bad relationships, it's going to give you more bad relationships. Here we go. Yeah, have them. Have the bad relationships. But if you say, I attract the most amazing people into my life, the universe goes, oh, yes, you do. Here you go. Here you go. Right? Same as with money. I'm a generous, giving person. Beautiful. Here you go. Let's expand that. Let's expand that. Right? I don't like sharing anything. Oh, okay. Here you go. Here you go. Check these fireworks. For those of you who are not on Zoom, there's fireworks going off on my Zoom. It's like, yes, you got it on the head. Anyway, I have done a money mastery course, and I did watch it the other day, and I've learned so much more about mastering our relationship with money that I'm actually going to do. I'm going to do a mini course, which isn't just one masterclass. It's going to be 5 sessions, and it will go through mastering your relationship from a mental perspective, from a psychological perspective. It will go through mastering your relationship from an emotional realm, like really mastering that. It will also give you tools, techniques, like actionable things that you can do in this life to change your relationship to money and to attract more money. And then I'm going to also do a session where we are going to work with spiritual medicine. Oh, and I didn't even do hearts, and hearts flew up my screen on Instagram. And it will literally, so that we can use energy, because remember, you can have your thoughts, your words, and your actions in alignment, and it'll take you so far. But when you add the energy, the emotion, that connection to it, it amplifies it. And that's where the true miracles and expansion just explode. They happen so much more. So it will have all of those. And then I will get experts on to speak about like what are some of their expert insights into money and the expansion of money, so that you guys can understand it from that side as well. So I am going to create that course. That's one of my courses that I have been told I need to create for you guys. So that will launch early next year so that you can kick off January with this new relationship with money and abundance. And I'll probably do an early bird special so that if anybody wants to buy it, they can buy the early bird special and they can get it. And then next year it will launch at a different price. So I will share that with you guys as well. But I really want you guys to reimagine what your life can be like without financial stress. Because when we don't have that financial stress, we're not operating in reptilian brain. And when we're not operating in reptilian brain, the most delicious, miraculous things can happen in our world. And I want that for you. Yes, I do. So now I'm going to reflect on something that's also been coming up, which is reflection. Literally the concept of reflection. And so it's come up in a number of ways, as within, so without, right? The shadow work. And as we come to the end of the year, one of the things that I think is so beautiful and important to do is reflect. Like, what happened this year? Going to January, like what actually happened this year? Going to February, what happened? March, April, May, June, July, right? What happened? What were the challenges that I faced? How did I overcome them? What worked for me in the way that I overcame them? And what do I want to do differently next time? And by doing this, we create a toolbox, literally, of new reactions, new responses. And so next week in our spiritual medicine session, that is what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to take you into being your highest self, right? So that you can make new decisions and you can have this toolbox of responses that you already have, so that next time you're confronted with one of those situations again, because when you go through your year, I want you to see where the pattern is. Like, where are the commonalities of your pattern, right? And then we're going to do the responses for those, so that next time it happens, you don't sit there going, I don't know what to do. You're like, oh yeah, I know what to do in this situation. Here it is. And then you can respond from that place. So that's what we'll do next week, okay? But this week, the reflection is, as within, so without. What have you been attracting that exists within you that you've been denying? And this is such an important one because, and I've literally now spoken about shadow work, I don't know how many times, because it's come up in client sessions, it's come up in group coaching, it's come up in friends conversations. It's like, it's really coming up right now. The best way of describing it is that you're standing in a pool, and boys and girls, you're all wearing a skirt, okay? All of you are wearing a skirt, no exceptions in this image that you're getting in your mind. Everybody's wearing a skirt, and there's those blow up balls, you know, those balls that kids play with in the pool. There's those, and you are keeping all of these underneath your skirt, and you're trying to hide them from everyone. And one represents the shame you feel about something, and one represents the guilt you feel about something, and one represents the inadequacy you feel about yourself in certain situations, and the other one represents the sorrow that you don't want anyone to see. But all of these balls are underneath, and all of them are judgments about you, and you are keeping your skirt over these balls, and the balls, of course, are in the water, so they're trying to get up. And as they're trying to get up, you quickly try and cover it up, and you like, no, don't look at it. Oh, no, don't look at it. No, look, I'm smiling, I'm fine. But you're doing this, right? This is what you're doing. You're exhausted. It's exhausting to do this. It's tiring. And so if we don't get to a point where we integrate those aspects of ourselves, where we lovingly see them and see the gifts that they come from and that they've also created in our lives, and we set ourselves free, and we stop judging others for those things, because that's what we do. We judge others for those things. So like when you're little and you taste cake for the first time, like you're a baby and you see this cake, like a little toddler, and you see this cake and it's like, hand goes in, shove it in your mouth. And it's like, wow, I've never tasted something like this before. And the other hand goes in, and you've seen babies attack a cake like this, like, and you're just like in bliss. This is like delicious and happy. But someone comes along and they say, oh, look at that little piggy. Oh my gosh, you're so gluttonous. You're so greedy. And you like, I was just enjoying my cake. You know, why are you judging me? Ooh. And then you feel ashamed all of a sudden. Meanwhile, you were just enjoying your cake. But what happens is that you create a story, and that story activates an emotion in your body, and so it becomes a belief that gets stuck, right? And once that belief gets stuck there, confirmation bias kicks in. And so the universe starts sending you examples of why you are right to feel the way that you feel, okay? And then the more you get them, the more you feel that way, and it becomes such a belief that you can't get rid of it. I say can't in inverted commas because you can, but that you feel like you can't get rid of it. And what happens as well is that it's reflected to you in the outside world. And so when you see somebody at a buffet going, hell yeah, I'm going to eat everything I want, dun, 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 and they're loading up their plate and they're having the best time, instead of you joining them and having the best time of your life, you sit there and go, they're so greedy, and look at them, they're behaving like pigs, blah, 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 blah. And all this judgment starts flowing out of you in your brain, right? All of this judgment starts flowing out of you. Instead of going, they're having such a good time, let's go and eat at the buffet, right? So where's that happening in your life that you are judging somebody outside of yourself? That you can neutralize that by figuring out where it has happened in you. That little kid that is judging that person being gluttonous is going, I wish I felt so free to eat and just enjoy it, right? I wish I felt so like free and happy to just enjoy my food instead of feeling like I'm doing something wrong by eating. And that can cause people to become anorexic or bulimic or all kinds of things, right? All of these things can happen to us. I want you to go back to your bliss. I want you to go back to a place where you're enjoying the cake and you've released the story that's happened in your mind. Does this make sense, guys? Hey, yes. So I have had, because one of my previous gifts, and I'm going to watch my words incredibly carefully because I had a very harsh conversation with the universe a little while ago, and I was like, I'm not up for this anymore, so we're not doing this deal anymore, and things are changing. So in the past, I used to attract a lot of relationships where I would activate them seeing their own shadow. Now I still do this. I do it in client sessions, and it works well within the context of that. But where it hasn't previously worked well is in friendships and in relationships, because nobody likes to see their shadow. It's an uncomfortable thing. Nobody likes to see the things about themselves that they don't want to be seeing. And so and I naturally am light. And so when you are light, it casts a shadow on things around you. And so that has caused a lot of heartache for me in the past, because I've lost friendships. I have had relationships that have disintegrated, and it's been really challenging for me. And so I actually had a really stern conversation with the universe, and I said, right, I get it, universe. I am the light. I get it. I now embrace it and own it. That's fine. But I'm no longer available to be projected onto. I'm no longer available to be projected onto. When somebody sees their shadow, they need to project that shit right back at themselves. No more projecting onto me, because that's what often happens, is that they will see their own shadow. And because you are the one creating that reflection, they will accuse you of the things that they are seeing within them. Now, I wonder how many of you have experienced that, because I'm sure at one point or another you have experienced that yourselves. And I used to in the past experience that a whole lot, right? And I'm always open for reflection. Anyway, I had something happen this weekend that left me a little bit hurt. And so I went into a spiritual medicine process where I created this mirror, and it was a beautiful mirror. I'm going to create it with you guys just now. And what I said was, whatever thoughts and feelings that anybody has about me, may they be reflected back at them and not penetrate this space. And what was beautiful that the universe did was it became a two-way mirror. So everything that was reflected, that people were experiencing, was reflected back to them, but everything that I was reflecting was reflected back to me as well. And for me, that's great. That's exciting, because it means that I'm seeing things that I hadn't seen before, right? And then I can see them. And as soon as you see them, the energy of them kind of dissipates, because it neutralizes, because the judgment falls away. So I'll give you an example. I saw this, I belong to a conscious community, and there's beautiful healers and teachers in there. And this is so judgy, guys. But I'm sharing it with you because I want you to know I'm human, okay? So this girl posted this little advert of what she was doing, and I liked her design. I liked her look and feel of her stuff. So I clicked on it because I wanted to see what she was doing. And straight away, it brought up Instagram, and it was like a model's portfolio. Like, it was just pictures of her modeling everywhere, which were beautiful. They were absolutely beautiful. But in the description of who she was, it said transformational, this, and it was all this facilitation of transformation and deep work and stuff. But when I looked at her Instagram, it was like modeling, and and so the two just didn't marry. And I felt this like, oh, that doesn't work. Like, what is going on here? Like, what is happening here? And I felt this judgment come in, and I was like, well, this discomfort. And I was like, why are you feeling so uncomfortable about this? Like, what is the thing? And then I realized what the thing was, is that I have been judged for being somebody who embraces beauty and I finally have like embraced being beautiful, and then I'm doing this work as well. And how do those two marry? How do those two come together? And one of the things that, like I was telling you earlier on, as within, so without, one of my beautiful friends, she is absolutely gorgeous. She's a bit of a nudist. She loves being nude all the time. And she used to post herself, well, she does. She posts herself on Instagram all the time, like naked. And I used to get so irked by this. I would be like so uncomfortable by this. And eventually I like sat with myself and I was like, why does it make me feel so uncomfortable that she does this? And this was a while ago, by the way. And then I realized why. It's because I've had such a love-hate relationship with my body. I've so desperately wanted to love it and worked so hard to love it. And at the same time, its beauty has attracted a lot of pain and abuse. And so it's been a really difficult journey for me to get to a place to really love my body and accept my body, right? And here is this woman, I mean, just being free, just loving her body safely, knowing that she can just go, hey, I'm naked and beautiful, and it's safe to do that. And I'm like, damn you. How come you get to do that and I don't, right? So that's what happened for me. It's like, why do you get to do that? Why do you get to feel so free and so safe in that expression of just feeling 100% comfortable and confident in your beauty, in the beauty of your physical body? Not that I want to post pictures of myself naked, but if I do, like, I would love to feel comfortable enough to do that and safe enough to do that, right? So, where does that reflection come from? It comes from my wounded space. And then it's beautiful because the universe is showing me where I need to heal something deeper within me, right? And one with this girl who had the beautiful branding and she was a model, I realized that that's one of my things, that I have judgment still within myself because I've had judgment from certain people, is like, how can you be this spiritual teacher, this guide, and be running around in a bikini on the beach, like swimming in the ocean, and and being this person? And so I'm aware of this judgment. And when I saw her just being it, I was like, how come you get to do that? But it's my judgments. It's me, guys. It's me, right? So this is why I'm reflecting it to you, because when we can see that the judgments we have of others is merely a reflection of what needs to be healed within ourselves, and we can greet that with compassion and humor and kindness, like we would to a friend who comes and says, oh my God, I'm going to tell you something so embarrassing, like I'm sharing with every thousands of people here now. That you can meet it and go, oh, shame, oh my gosh, I understand, instead of beating yourselves up. I want you to love yourselves. I want you to accept, not only accept, like really embrace all the aspects of you, because your beauty is so unique and wonderful and gorgeous and delicious. And those beautiful little unique things are the things that are the magic that you bring to this world. And me having this experience, I believe, has given me a humbleness that allows me to connect with people in a different way. Like that I have a compassion that allows me to connect with people in a different way. And yet then I can also say, but I can also be beautiful, and you can feel beautiful too. And then they can see that it's possible, and then we can connect in that way, right? So all of these steps are gifts. And I'm sharing them very vulnerably with all of you because I want you to know that you're not alone on your journey. And so you too can look at these things and go, yes, I can't believe I did that. Yes, I did. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Does this help? Does this make sense, guys? Yeah. Hearts. Yes. Okay. Yay. Beautiful. So with that, I'm going to go into the spiritual medicine, and I invite you now to close your eyes and just allow yourselves to land. I'm going to do a very quick connect today. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And on this next inhale, we're going to shoot the light up through your nostrils, out the crown of your head, all the way up, past all the galaxies and the stars, connecting with universal energy, divine, unconditional love. And it's going to start flowing down, back to the crown of your head, spinning, golden white lotus flower of light on the crown of your head, seeping through, filling your whole head with golden white light, activating your third eye. Beautiful golden white lotus flower spinning on the back of your head, flowing down into your neck, activating your throat chakra, spinning lotus flower of light on the back of your neck, flowing down your arms into the palms of your hands. Feel that energy in the palms of your hands. So beautiful, so strong. So beautiful, so strong. lifting these beautiful globes of golden white light that you see floating on the palms of your hands up so that you can see them clearly. Connecting with the tingling in your hands, the heat, the pulsing, whatever you're feeling is absolutely perfect. Bringing those two globes together to form one big globe of golden white light in front of the center of your chest. Beautiful energy, guys. And then pulling that into your heart center, activating your heart center, beautiful golden white lotus flower of light spinning on the back of your back directly opposite your heart, opening your heart to giving and receiving love, pumping golden white light through your veins, through every inch of your body. And this concentrated ball of golden white light goes down into your solar plexus, activating your lungs, being able to inhale life. And a beautiful golden white lotus flower of light appears on the back behind your lungs. And then it goes down into all of your essential organs and your stomach, your digestive system, activating your sacral chakra, and a beautiful golden white lotus flower of light appearing behind your back, behind your stomach, spinning, 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 allowing you to digest life with ease and grace. And a beautiful golden white light going down into your base. And this brilliant, massive lotus flower of light appearing underneath you. And you're sitting on this gorgeous golden white lotus flower of light. And then the beautiful golden white light shoots down through the earth's surface, down, 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 past the beetles and the bugs and the crystals, through the gorgeous, rich soil, down to the crystalline grid, through the crystalline grid, into the core of the earth, where it is met with molten lava, red molten lava, spinning and spinning and spinning. And the two start dancing together and create a rose gold light, which then shoots all the way back up, right through your body, up to the source of consciousness, to divine unconditional love, and then shoots way back down again, all the way, connecting with the earth, and one more time, all the way up, connecting with all that is divine unconditional love, and then way back down again into the core of the earth. And this time when it comes back up, it stops at your heart center and explodes out like a star being born, like a sun being activated, from stardust to stardust. From stardust we came, and stardust we are, expanding out beyond your room, beyond this planet, beyond this galaxy, beyond all time, space, reality. And we invite in Archangel Michael, and we ask him to cover our auric field or our energetic field with ultraviolet blue light of protection. Beautiful. And I want you to picture this ultraviolet blue light really engulfing you. Beautiful. And then we pull down a golden pyramid of light from source, from divinity, all the way down below the earth's surface. And this pyramid is golden, and golden white light starts mixing with this ultraviolet blue light. And then a beautiful pink violet spiral of light comes down within the pyramid, filling the space with beautiful violet light. These are all sacred geometrical patterns and shapes, and we use those in order to create protection and safety, containers. All of these shape forms are porous, and so only that loves you unconditionally can remain within the space. All else is removed now on all levels and layers of your being, past, present, and future, across all timelines. Beautiful. And I invite in the spirit of the earth, the spirit of fire, the sea, the sky, your ancestors, all of the angels of the higher realms and the beings of light of the higher realms, all of the ascended masters, your divine team, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, all are present here today. And within this space, feeling centered, you are floating in the middle of all of these beautiful shape forms in this beautiful light. And I want you to picture whatever shape comes into your mind first, but a beautiful shape that is created of facets of mirror all around you. This beautiful shape just forms around you, and it's in the facets of mirror. You see the beautiful mirror, and you sit floating, cross-legged, beautiful, like a little Buddha, sitting in the middle of this shape, floating, and all of these beautiful mirrored pieces around you. And you can feel the golden white light, the ultraviolet blue light, and the violet light still spinning around you, holding you in safety. And the invitation is, may all that is thought and projected at me be reflected back to its owner. And may all that I reflect outwards be reflected back at me. And may all of us receive it with grace, compassion, curiosity, and love. May this lead to my expansion and the expansion of good and love for the highest good of all. May this bring awareness, new understandings, new levels of compassion and humor. May this dissolve any judgment that lingered within me, any discomfort, and be replaced with a sense of truth for self, of acceptance and love for self, of awareness and understanding of how I move through the world and how I choose to move through the world from this moment forward. May I clearly discern what is being projected and what is mine, not owning what is not mine to be owned, and transforming what is mine to be owned. May this be done for the highest good of all. And so be it, and so be it, and so it shall be. Thank you. Thank you. More, please. And there's one more invitation here that I'm getting from guides for those of you that need it. If something comes up that is uncomfortable, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Beautiful. And with gentleness, I want you to place your hand on your heart, and slowly your energy starts coming back and back and back. Back towards your home, into your room, wherever you are, and into your body. Hands at prayer position in gratitude to all that have been here supporting you today, and to yourself for showing up. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your toes and roll your shoulders and open your eyes. How are you feeling? Let me know. So that is one of the things that that I'm being told some of you are quite harsh on yourselves. And so the invitation is to always remember, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Right? There's many different combinations of saying that. But when you find yourself judging something and that it's harsh, that it's uncomfortable, and you can't find the humor in it, then go to compassion. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry I judged you in that way. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me for judging you in that way. And thank you. I just had thumbs up and explosions happening on my Instagram all at the same time. I don't know what's going on. How are you guys feeling? Please let me know. I hope that you're feeling centered. I hope that that process will serve you. It really is, this process really is for your expansion. So I want you to understand that this is something that if you're feeling like you're being judged, if you feel like you are judging, this is a great process for that. And I really invite you to embrace this process in that way. Okay. Lots of love. Pleasure for sharing. Pleasure. Yay. Lots of love to you guys. So I've reached the hour. I shared a lot today. I hope you all thoroughly enjoyed it and that you got something out of it. I deeply appreciate you showing up and being here today. And this was so powerful. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah, tears rolling down my face. Yes. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. This means that you are connecting with that is ready to shift within you. And I believe that if you are watching this, whether you're watching it live or a recording of it, whatever it is, that you are ready to shift this within you. And this new awareness will bring you insurmountable gifts. Phoenix, it's such a pleasure. Such a pleasure, son. Jay, Emilo. Yeah, such a pleasure, guys. Christina, absolutely. So much love to you guys. I do have to run. I'm going to test drive a car. So I'm going to do that now, but I will see you guys next week. And yeah, watch out. If you are in my mailing list, you'll get the early bird special. I'll also post some information on Instagram, but yeah, I will send you guys lots of love. Have a beautiful week. Be gentle with yourselves and take care. Okay. Bye for now. Oh, next week, same time, same place. Tell your friends. Okay, donate now. Okay, bye, like, comment, share. Okay, bye.